Hey, Craig, let's get into some coffee talk.
Hey, I love it. I love doing some coffee talk.
Well, talk about what?
Dogs, daughters, whatever. It's coffee talk.
Coffee talk.
Hey, Craig, this year I got some crazy growth goals for my agency, and actually I've been talking to a few other agents. They got some crazy growth goals. So can you tell me a little bit about what you're doing that's just crushing it in your agency right now?
Yeah, well, we're doing a lot of internet data leads through a company called EverQuote, and they're actually one of our sponsors.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, part of the Accelerated Growth Program, which includes having your own consultant that's going to go over your results, and it's positioned to make those leads cost less so that you have lower acquisition costs. It makes it totally doable.
Awesome. And so what has been your favorite parts about it so far?
I like the visibility into the results, and being able to compare what the numbers that they get on their side with the numbers that I get on my side, and seeing that they mesh up. So we know that the data is correct, and that we're actually in a cost per policy or cost per sale that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah,
Cool.
They make it real easy to track. And you know what? Guess what? They gave us a deal to offer to all of the insurance dudes and dudettes out there.
Oh, I got to know about this.
Yeah, all you need to do is go to go.everquote.com/insurance dudes. That's go.everquote.com/insurance dudes.
And they give all the insurance dudes out there a killer price on this. So I'm signing up.
Hey, Jason. It's a coffee talk.
Oh, that was a right hook to the coffee talk.
I know. I wanted to trick you into it, but
You
but
did.
I thought it'd be fun to just kind of do a post-mortem of who we just had on the show.
Yes, Mr. Fire himself, Mr. Fire Nation himself.
John Lee Dumas.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
He's a well-oiled machine.
I mean, you don't hear me stop talking very often. But they did a stump the Pretzinger. I was like starry-eyed fanboy over here.
So it's a podcast that we all listen to. It's called Entrepreneurs on Fire, and he shoots out an episode a day. And
Episode a day. I think he said
for like 10 years.
Hasn't he on the show? Like, he didn't say it on ours, but I thought that there's some days where he does like 8 or 9 episodes in one day.
He batches them. Yeah. Now I guess he batches them. So, which is phenomenal. But we just did a one with him, and it wasn't that long, but it was set up. So that's what he was doing today, is he was batching them. He has a process, right? And he followed that process to a T. And what else that we noticed from him is that he followed a framework. So he has a specific framework in which he answers his questions. And it's very similar to the framework that he has on every episode, which is awesome to see, because he's uber successful. If you don't know who he is, I think he gets over 1 million downloads a month, and lives in Puerto Rico and makes seven figures.
1 million downloads is probably in the top 1% of podcasters.
1 million downloads. Yeah.
Rogan's number one, right?
Right.
And I don't know what his count is. Maybe it's 10 million, but it's pretty insane. And
but but with insurance, following the process, and he's in a field that's not your typical field, right? Like, you don't just start a podcast and get that kind of downloads. Like, you don't have crazy amounts of money behind you. You're not hawking a product that everybody knows.
Right. And now he's hanging out in Arizona with Tony Robbins and who else was he with? Dean Grazioso probably, and Russell Brunson.
Yeah.
And Gary V.
It would be fun.
Why did I say Gary V with a Southern accent? It's odd.
I don't think he was part of that crew.
I thought he said Gary Vanderchuck.
I think it was when he was, talk about that later. You got to listen to the episode, right?
I know. Well, yeah, it's a quick one.
It is. That's
well.
what was your?
Yeah. What was your takeaway? Your biggest takeaway?
I just love how it's a process for him. Like it's very methodical, and I really like that. And then also he does a lot of the the same thing where he's really passionate about health and wellness to keep up his rigorous podcast schedule, which isn't necessarily as rigorous as it used to be, because now he has a process to make sure all those episodes are done. And he does them fast, man. He's a good dude.
Yeah, it's remarkable in that I think that the vast majority of the people that we've talked to who are super successful, whether it's JLD in podcasting or like Robin Sharma, right, book author, or I don't know who else, any of the big names that we've had, Garrett
Jay
White,
Adkins,
right? Jay Adkins, right? They all have they have created a balance from their mindset, right? Meditation, like meditation seems to come up quite often with the most successful.
100%.
Tony Robbins talks about it a ton. Neil, my partner for the other stuff, he talks about. I mean, it's just that comes up, and some people are like, meditate, man. It's like, man, that's next level stuff, right? Because you're clearing the mind, you're resetting. Because we're always rainbow wheeling for you Mac users. I don't know what it does on the PC. It just starts farting or something. But then you have like what you put into your body, right? What food are you doing? How much sleep are you getting? Are you reading? So there's a lot of things to create balance when we think that we just need to work 16 hours a day.
Yep. And it's funny because there was a saying, and a lot of people have used it, and I'm going to butcher it right now. So
butcher it.
But it's like, if you want to be $1 million racehorse, what would you do to that $1 million racehorse? What would you feed it? How would you treat it? How would you train it? And you are $1 million racehorse. If you want to be there, you have to treat yourself like $1 million racehorse. And
$1 million baby.
$1 million baby. And do those things. So if you're putting crap in your body, you're not working out, you're not doing the things, training and doing the things of where you want to be, then you're never going to get there. It's like a pipe dream, man.
Yeah.
Be realistic.
When was the last time you went to McDonald's or Jack in the Box?
Truthfully, probably a couple weeks ago. I love a good egg McMuffin, dude. That's it. That's what I get.
Expecting that.
Egg McMuffin, dude.
I probably have not gone to McDonald's in 5 years, or any of the fast food.
Yeah, but you eat ice cream.
In-N-Out. I have gone In-N-Out. I don't think it counts. It's healthier.
Yeah. But have you eaten ice cream?
Well,
see, come on.
I haven't had ice cream in a couple of weeks. I did have an acai bowl, which is basically an ice cream with fruit on it, right?
Well, yeah, it depends how. Yeah, there's like the real acai, and then there's the ice cream version, right?
Oh, it's the one from Whole Foods. I don't know.
Then it's good. That's good stuff.
No, it's sugary. It just costs twice as much.
Yeah.
I just say, hey, throw some honey on top. Why not?
Yeah.
That's nature's sugar.
Pour some honey on me.
That's what they said in the Def Leppard. Oh, no, pour some sugar on me.
Sugar. Yeah, I just said honey.
This is really devolved.
This took a turn for the worse.
Yeah, I'll take the credit for it. So I would encourage anybody out there to take a listen to that one. John Lee Dumas. And we'll put a link to Entrepreneur on Fire.
Yeah, it's one of our favorites. Craig and I love this one.
Love it. Yeah.
It's a whole bunch of entrepreneurs that think outside the box.
Mm-hmm.
When you hear other people thinking outside the box, you might get a couple ideas that are outside that box that can help you do some cool things and stuff. Things and stuff. Riveting.
And stuff. Things and stuff. So here.
You gotta literally run, don't you? Not only do you have to run, but you have to run.
Yeah. So I guess we could go back in for a moment. So I am doing the Ragnar relay.
Right.
And this is going to be my triumphant return into the world of working out. So normally people will train, then do an event. Doing it backwards. I'm going to do the event, then train.
So a month ago, probably by the time this drops, a month and a half, we did a little cast, and you're like, get back on the workout train.
Yeah.
And I made you set that appointment, and you did. You set that appointment.
I went.
And that was
and guess
how many
what?
times have you been since then?
That was the only time that I've gone. However, there's a place in Tucson called Sabino Canyon that is it's a hiking place. It's out in nature. I have run that two times about a week ago. It's 7.5 miles up and back. So you probably gain, I would guess 1,000 feet, maybe a little bit more. So it's a tough run. 3.25 up is hard. Down is easier because it's downhill, obviously. But so I have done a little bit, but this thing, I got some of the easiest segments for our relay. Do you know anything about Ragnar?
I don't even know what a Ragnar is.
So it's called it's called the Ragnar relay.
Okay.
Not a sponsor, but it's up it starts in Wickenburg, Arizona, and you run with your team of 12 people from there to Mesa. So that's about 200 miles, and it's 24 hours. And it's a relay.
Okay.
So you have three legs, not like literally 3 legs, but you run 3 different segments.
Right.
So start in Wickenburg tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. I'm number 4. So I'm runner number 4. I have 6.5 miles on my first segment. This will be the hard one. Now, originally it was going to be another 6 and then 4. Now that's 16 miles, and that was going to be hard. This is they just recalibrated thanks to me putting that I have a 12-minute mile. It is I go 6 miles, then the second is 2.5 miles, and then the third is 2 miles. This I'm comfortable with.
How hot is it in Arizona right now?
It's not. It's
not bad.
No,
it's not cooking.
It's pretty cold. It's in the 60s.
Oh,
that's
I just seen that logo.
Parka weather.
The Ragnar relay. I've seen that logo.
Yeah,
that sticker
on cars. They put it on cars. I saw one the other day.
On vehicles, correct. On vehicles.
I saw one at the McDonald's drive-thru the other day. Wait, no, just kidding.
Oh,
just kidding. No, really haven't been there. Thought that'd be funny though. Throw that in there.
That was good, Mr. Craig.
That Striper back there.
That's Striper.
Oh,
we got some people that recognize the Striper poster on my wall, which is fun.
Give a shout out to Dave Davies and Rob, the barbecue guy.
You know it.
Yeah, Rob.
Good old Rob Kulisa.
Yeah, Kulisa. I say Khaleesi. So we'll leave it at that since we are now babbling.
Yep. Let's do this. You go run your Ragnar, Mr. Man, and let's do
Mr. Man.
Let's do
Hey, Mr. Jason. See ya.
Greg.
Bye, Mr. Man. Jason, I would be remiss if I didn't bring up one of our sponsors, EverQuote.
Oh, tell me a little bit about them.
Well, I've been using them for a couple months, and I'll tell you that the results are delightful. It's been now a couple months, and over time, my cost per sale has dropped every single week.
That is awesome. Tell me, so you're on a specific program with them?
Yeah, it's called the Accelerated Growth Program. And this bad boy gets you a better deal on those leads, so way less expensive. And you get a consultant that's going to actually go over your results to make sure you're tracking properly.
And so you've been doing that for the last couple of months and consulting with them?
Yeah. And I see everybody complain about leads and this and that. And it's like, look, if you don't have a process to track and measure your results, then I can totally get it. You don't even know what your results are, right?
And you asked them to give all the insurance dudes and dudettes out there a killer deal on this, and they came through, didn't they?
they came through, and I know you're going to take advantage of it, but if they go to go.everquote.com/insurance dudes, that's go.everquote.com/insurance dudes, then guess what?
What?
Deal City.
I'm there.
Do it.
Hey, you've got to check out the Insurance Dudes Inner Circle, coming soon, where you get extended interviews as well as live coffee talks in our private Facebook group. Join the mailing list today at theinsurancedudespodcast.com. Hey, thanks for checking out the Insurance Dudes. Hey, please subscribe. We got some really great stuff coming out.